Richie's gonna do the whole show like the next door neighbor from the show Home Improvement. And if you don't know that show, then maybe you might not be old enough to understand this podcast, but welcome anyway. You know, while the intro was running, I Googled the dates that Home Improvement ran for, and I'm just laughing at the very first episode description, the pilot, from September 17th, 1991. And it says, after Jill explicitly tells Tim not to touch the dishwasher, he attempts to improve the dishwasher, which has explosive results.
Remember that episode? I've seen that episode actually.
Fair enough, man. Just don't touch the dishwasher.
That was a great show. I loved Home Improvement. I used to watch it with my parents all the time because they were fans of it too. And Tim Allen played Buzz Lightyear, so I think that's why I ended up like, oh, that's the same guy that's Buzz Lightyear. That's cool. Or like he was the same voice, and so great show from back in the day.
Yeah, we're showing our age with that one a little bit, but that's fine. That's literally nothing new for us.
I should have done. I should have done. Never told you about this joke, and then just left it and see how long it would have taken for you to recognize that I wasn't in frame.
I probably would have just like gone with Edna Mode instead, like from The Incredibles. Who are you? What do you want? Oh my god, you've gotten fat.
That's another great movie.
Yeah, that's a win. I think that one's what 2003 or something. That was like golden age cartoons. That was an old one. The Incredibles 2004. Yep.
2004.
Excellent.
Real quick before we actually get started with the show, I have another quick game for you to play off it. Can you try and guess? I have my obligatory 3 different beverages here.
Okay.
Can you guess my 3 different beverages this week?
Oh no. Could be literally anything. I'm gonna say one of them has to be from a local coffee shop. So it's either a local coffee or a cold brew or a matcha. But it's gonna be in a plastic cup from a local coffee shop.
Incorrect.
No?
Incorrect.
You usually have one of those.
Not today. I did. Yeah.
Then one of them is maybe water.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That's one.
One of them is then an energy drink, but I'm trying to remember what the one was you told me you were drinking a lot, because it wasn't Celsius, it was a different brand. It's like Accelerator or something.
That's my other go-to, but it is indeed Celsius today.
Okay.
And that's what the fries had.
Third option. Can't believe you have a third drink after all that. Yeah, I got nothing on the third one. I'm stumped.
The third one is leftover soda from the AMC from last night.
Oh my god. Okay, well, what is it at least? Tell the people.
This is vanilla Coke.
Okay. I'll allow it.
From their like fancy
Also,
little
from
machines.
Last night? Yeah, like did you put that in the fridge or is it just flat?
No, I put it in the fridge. No,
Okay.
I had one, I filled it up for the movie, and I drank it during the movie, and then after the movie I dumped what was left in there out, and then I just refilled it with some Coke to take home to go.
Okay. Fair enough. I used to like those Coke Freestyle machines. Those were solid. Except changing the God, I don't even remember what we used to call them, but like the boxes of like flavoring that would go into them. Oh my god. Those things were so heavy. And so cumbersome, just an awkward size. So then like having to pick it up and like put it on a shelf and then connect it to the tube was like the worst thing imaginable. But You were just praying to God at the end of your shift that there was not a light on the freestyle machine that needed refilling. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Yeah.
The unearthed secrets of the AMC.
Mm-hmm.
They never tell you.
Yeah, they don't tell you that. And what they don't tell you about the popcorn flavoring, and then there's promptly like a gunshot. It's like, I'm not allowed to reveal that secret.
Trade secrets.
I will not be telling you. I'll not be telling you what we put in the popcorn. It's a secret flavoring.
Oh, well, that's stupid. I got popcorn last night. You should be proud of me. I actually went to
I
the
am proud of you
AMC
for getting concessions.
and I went to the AMC and I got my popcorn and my soda because I had
Okay.
$5 off. So, or a nice little discount. So,
Mm-hmm. Also, your Wi-Fi was frozen for like 2 minutes straight, just there.
oh, was it really?
Yeah. I mean, I
Oh,
think you're back now, but I was
oh,
just kind of letting it ride.
oh. Okay. Well, hang on. Let me try something here. Stand by. I'm gonna
Okay.
go dark. I'm gonna go dark for like maybe not. I don't know. Let's find out. I may go dark for a second while it resets. Let's see. Hang
Okay.
on. I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi and go to my hard line. So if
Mm-hmm.
everything dies, then you have to do the show by yourself for the rest of the time. So
Okay.
if
Have
that
fun. Make
happens,
friends
good
in the
luck.
darkness.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Hang on. Let's see if I stay.
Mm. I mean, we're still recording, which is good. But I have no movement from the other side. We lost him, ladies and gents. He's still connected, which is the funny thing about this. Maybe now's the time that I should tell you all my trade secrets about AMC, because Richie can't hear it or respond to those things. But I really don't have that many. As far as like jobs and employers go, working at AMC was an okay experience, especially for a kid that had not a lot of front end work experience when I was in college. Oh, you're back. You look better connection wise.
Thank you. Turns out
Yeah.
I didn't even have it plugged in. So
Oh, wow.
awesome
There
job,
you
me.
go. Good. We're always prepared here on this show.
Yeah, it came loose. So, but we're plugged back in now. So
Period.
yeah.
All right. Well, we're refreshed and renewed. So, where would you like to start this week?
Oh, that's a good question. I made a nice little list. Because full disclosure, last tax Thursday I was late getting back because I was I was at work. I was at the radio station, so I didn't get a chance to do Hacks Thursday live. So usually we watch it at the same time when it first airs. So we had to watch it by ourselves this week. So I watched it later and we weren't able to text back and forth during the show. So usually our texts usually make up our notes for what we're going to talk about during each episode.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't do that this week. So I had to rewatch the episode a little bit ago and I made some detailed notes, which I believe are about a page long.
You did, yeah. I was really enjoying skimming that in the show document. Yeah, last week I tell you, by the time you got home and you started watching it and you texted me anything, I was out like a light. There was there was nothing that was waking me up from that. I was like, you know what? He's gonna have fun. I think you texted me. You're like, you were gonna wake up to about 200 unread notifications
Mm-hmm.
and be like, Richard. It was only like six,
It was like
probably.
5 or 6.
Rough
Yeah,
estimate. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't bad at all. We processed that episode in a very normal and healthy manner, separate from the way that we normally do it. And Richie took extensive notes this time around.
Yeah, yes, I did.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Professor. What would you like
Oh,
to
you want me
point
to
out?
go? I thought you were going.
Sure. No, I'm here for your notes. I just put in parentheses next to your thing. I love these notes. That's really all I have to offer.
All right. Well, this was a good episode, I thought,
Mm.
and I think it was shaping up to be a truly spectacular season. All right. So, episode begins. We're in New York City, um, and we get a trip to Madison Square Garden because Deborah and the gang are trying to convince Madison Square Garden to let Deborah do her show there, which she announced at the end of episode 1. And Madison Square Garden's not having it. They say, "Oh, you're better off for Radio City," and so they get poo-pooed out of the office, and then we move ahead to the next idea, which is to re-engage with our Little Debbies. The Little Debbies are back. We had some great ones this week at the convention, whatever the culture convention, whatever they call it there. And one of my favorites, of course, was the one Little Debbie who faked being an Ava Daniels fan.
Yeah. That one caught me off guard, I'll say. But then as soon as the reveal happened, it was like, yeah, of course Deborah's fans would do that. They're rabid, all of them.
Mm-hmm. I thought I was actually kind of worried. I was like, oh no, this isn't Ava. No. This isn't, something's not right here. This is.
Yeah, I was like, girl, you're going to get yourself a stalker. Like, what's happening?
Yeah. Because like the entire episode was about parasocial fans, really. Honestly. Mm-hmm. So it's like kind of a meta commentary on Hacks fandom in a way.
I feel like Hacks fandom is a little less parasocial than some others. Like, are we ride or die for every member of that cast and crew? Absolutely. But is it the same as people that are actively like shipping themselves with those characters and those actors? Definitely not. Hacks fandom feels well adjusted in the sphere of internet culture, like generally well adjusted.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that was one of my favorites. My other favorite was the lady who was complaining that she hasn't done a deboku.
Deboku, yeah, the Deborah Sudoku, because the regular Sudoku is, oh my goodness, what is that word?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Let me buy a vowel. Regular Sudoku is too hard.
Yeah.
I have to wonder what Deboku is then.
Yeah.
Is it like solitaire but with pictures or something? Like how do you do Sudoku without numbers or easier?
Right.
Is there a free space? Like what happens here?
Free space.
It's free real estate.
Yeah, so we get a lot of the Little Debbies complaining about how she's kind of lost touch with her fans, about how I've sent multiple fan mail and never got a reply, etc. We had a couple of I miss Marcus from people.
True.
And then we get my second favorite, my third favorite I got at this point, which is the lady who showed up with the fan art and told a story about her and her mom being big Deborah Vance fans, and unfortunately her mom passed away prior to actually getting to meet Deborah. And it was very cute and adorable, and the fan art was very cute and adorable of Deborah and the two dogs.
I guess it was adorable. The eyes were a little uncanny valley. The message behind it is cute, but the macrame art is bordering on a little scary. I'm trying to remember what she said it was made out of. Do you remember?
I didn't write it down in my notes. I don't think she said. Yeah.
No, I think she said. Hold on. I think she said. Keep going while I try and find it.
Yeah, I just assumed it looked like a macaroni.
Yeah.
Type. Visage. I think it's the first time we've used that word on the show. We're 110 episodes in, and I don't think we've ever used the word visage before. So there you go.
I think we're 109 episodes in.
Yeah. We both graduated college. We can use big words on this show.
We have at least 3 degrees between us. We're good. We're so smart.
Any luck over there? Nothing? Anything?
No, I'm like reading, quickly skimming this recap. So,
Uh,
oh no, I'm at the end of the episode. No. Hmm. Nope.
Nothing.
Um,
Wow, the
I
internet's
got
failing us.
nothing.
Wow.
There's definitely gonna be something, but seeds and corn. Got it.
There you go.
Seeds and corn. Hmm.
How'd you
That's what
find
it
it?
is.
Did you ask Chat GPT?
Absolutely not. I'm not here to kill the environment with that nonsense. Don't come at me with that. Ask Chat GPT. People in my life are starting to say I asked Chat like it's a friend, like they're on
Oh,
a first name basis
yeah.
with the internet. I'm like, don't call it that in front of me. Do not call. I'll take your phone and uninstall that application and
That's
then
so
put a
funny.
parental lock on you.
I
Don't you
can,
dare.
yeah, I can say I've never once used any type of AI question. I don't like it. I don't want to use it. I'm
Mhm.
too stubborn to ask it anything. And I've had people,
I don't
oh,
know
well,
what
you
you
can
can
use,
ask it that you can't find by Googling.
yeah. Because like other people, well, why don't you use ChatGPT for your grammar and stuff like that? I'm like, no. I'm like,
No, because I don't want
granted, now
to.
I think you know this about me. My grammar's awful. I'm not very good. I'm not a very good. I
I
can
don't
write
know.
things, but I
Yeah,
write
I
like
understand you just fine.
I write like yeah, I write like I talk, and so like my punctuation is bad, my spelling is bad. I went to journalism school, but I didn't become a writer for that reason. I
Hmm.
talk. So
Sure. Your spelling is
well,
sometimes bad, but I've never not understood you. That's what really matters. Do
that's
we have
true.
perfect grammar? No. I say like every other word on this dang podcast. I'm not media trained.
I mean, to be fair, about half of our conversations don't involve actual words.
No, that's true. Hmm. Yeah, if you out there listening were to skim our text messages, you would understand generously maybe 15% of it
This
because
was
most of it is just stickers.
this is just the entire conversation that we had today. It's just sticker,
Most of it
sticker,
is just stickers.
and
Yeah.
then Jordan
Laugh,
replying
react
with
to
a
the
sticker.
sticker, another sticker. Yeah. It's mostly stickers or links to things or Instagram reel. Yeah, we have a bad way of being communicated,
Yeah.
communicative.
Now,
Yes.
here's the problem with this because I think, hang on, no messages, top
I think the problem
conversations.
with it is that it's jamming up my storage.
This is yeah. Look at that. It's the there's 6 GB worth of stuff there.
Yeah. But I'm not deleting any of it, so Apple can come and take my text thread away from me off my cold, dead hands. Next question.
Where were we? What were we talking about?
The macrame portrait of various seeds and corn.
Yeah, there we go.
And then somehow we got on AI.
Yeah. Sidetracked. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So we had that conversation with that fan, and then Deborah steps outside, and we get to meet our terrific guest star, Blue and Dowd, as we are affectionately calling.
Right. Not to be confused with Twitter user at bald and Dowd.
Yes,
Yeah. They met recently. I don't think we talked
they
about
did.
it here
They
on this
did.
show, but they met
Yeah.
recently. And I feel like that would be a very strange thing to tell a celebrity, someone whom I'm assuming Twitter user Bald and Dowd admires for her
Mm-hmm.
work. It has to be a strange thing to inform them that it's not like she runs a fan account for her per se, but it's just she runs a popular, like, very funny viral meme page, but her
Yeah.
profile photo is poorly photoshopped and Dowd bald, and her username is bald and Dowd.
Yeah.
and to have to confess to that person that that's your social media presence and how people know you,
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had to be bald at one celebrity on Twitter, who would you be bald?
Oh, it's bald Emma Stone bald.
I'm so bald. Good answer. I don't think I can top that, honestly.
No, but
God,
see, Emma Stone bald
I
is
should have
like
seen
from the
that
movie,
coming.
so it's intentionally
Bald Emma
bald
Stone
Emma
bald.
Stone bald. Yeah.
Okay. So we're does she have eyebrows in that film? Like we could take her eyebrows off too and be like bald Emma Stone bald. We'll change the podcast branding for like 24 hours to bald Emma Stone bald and just see what happens.
Follower increase.
Right. It might. It actually might. There's no going down from that action. We can only go up to the moon.
Somebody replied to one of our tweets today and said that they were also manifesting getting barricade for Slater at Lollapalooza as well.
Who is that person? I didn't see that. Was it you? Because I didn't see that notification
No, it
come through.
wasn't me. It wasn't. I think because they replied to my reply.
Okay. I'm like, that feels like a thing that you would do and then be like, someone replied to our tweet today.
Just
Nobody ever interacts with our stuff, so I'm always surprised when it happens.
start with
It's
it.
like
Yeah, I have a secret tertiary account. There's another
your
big
burner
word.
account, Joyce Goldblatt Chang. Oh yeah, I did see that person. Manifesting for us both because I also will be at that barricade. Period. Like. Okay. Thank you, whoever that was. Thanks for interacting with us on Twitter. Nobody ever does that. That was fun.
No. Yeah, Twitter sucks. Can you
Yeah,
yeah,
our
can
Twitter
you
is
before
dead.
before we move back to the actual show, can you please do your little rant on the show about why you don't like the current iteration of that silly website?
Why I don't like the current iteration of Twitter?
Yeah.
Well, because every other, and I don't know if this is what you mean, but like every other response under a post is like at Grok, explain this, at
Well,
Rock,
that
explain
yes.
this, at
That,
Grogu,
but
explain this. Like, read it with your own eyeballs. I don't, I don't like Twitter because it feels like it's an echo chamber of doom right now.
yeah.
I said this a couple episodes before, but sometimes the algorithm there is good and it shows me content I want to see and it shows me I don't know, for you and I both probably. It will show us sports content. It will show us things about hacks that we want to see. It will show us things about what people are doing at Coachella that we want to see, like over the last week. But then something happens where occasionally I will sign into Twitter and everything I see is like catastrophic doom. The world is ending. You should stock up on supplies now and you have 10 seconds to do it because the stock market's crashing and there's actively a fire lit next to your house. And yes, I do mean everyone that's reading this. It's crazy that it will do that and it will just continue to perpetuate and show you more of it. And I don't like Twitter for that reason because
Yeah.
other social media, if you kind of like scroll away from it and you don't interact with it, then it won't show you more of that, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. But for some odd reason, Twitter's algorithm sometimes gets trapped in this
It's
doom
bad.
spiral.
It's been bad lately where
Yeah.
I've gone through and I'm starting to like mute accounts that it's showing me that I know are
Yeah.
just like crap repost accounts that aren't that are just their engagement accounts. So I've just gone mute. That seems to have helped. I need to
Right.
start doing that.
But then,
more
like,
often.
even clicking on it at all, I think, like, tells it that you want to see more of it or something. I don't know. It drives me crazy. There have
Yeah.
been days lately where I've simply just had to put it down and be like, I
Yeah.
can't open Twitter the rest of the day because
Yeah.
it's giving me crushing dread. And stop asking at Grok to explain everything under the picture. And I also hate that people are vague posting on Twitter. It's like an epidemic.
Yeah.
They'll post a
bad.
thing and be like, "Wow, I can't believe what happened today. That was crazy."
Yeah, maybe that's what we need to do is we change the name to Bald Emma Stone Bald
Mm-hmm.
and then we just start vague posting everything, and then we'll get traction,
No,
and
we
people will
can't be
start watching the
engagement
show.
farming. That's not authentic to
People will
us.
start watching the show, and then they'll tune in to watch our live stream, and then they'll donate to our charity causes. And
Okay, but we do need people to do that, so we should probably promote that one more time just while we're
yeah.
on it.
Mm-hmm. Um, I was gonna say that the rant you had to me in our text the other day about the our all of our stuff that we make is made by us and not made by AI, even though Twitter seems to disagree with that.
Yeah, that was crazy last week. That freaked me out because I
Yeah,
went to, and I've changed nothing. I posted the same way I usually do on Twitter. I'll post our thumbnail every week that you guys will see if you've ever clicked on it. That thumbnail image and then that link, and it's the like abbreviated because there's a character limit, but it's the abbreviated like show description and then our thumbnail. And I went to post the thumbnail last week and it told me, it like put this little tag on the bottom and it said made with AI. And I was like, no, let me remove that quickly. Because it wasn't. That's misinformation. And even if I didn't hate AI, I would be like, no. So I went to go click on the settings to remove it, and you can't. It's grayed out
yeah,
because the system has recognized, for whatever reason, that the the nature of our thumbnail image apparently is similar to something that's AI generated, and I can't remove the tag. So anything you see from us going forward, probably until they fix that broken feature, is going to say that it's made with AI. And I'll continue to remind everyone under every post that we make all of our own content.
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Twitter's beefing. I'm beefing with Twitter. Twitter's beefing with me right now. We're embroiled in beef. We're charbroiled in it.
I tend to agree with you. If I didn't have to have Twitter for my actual job, I probably would have deleted it a long time ago. But
That's the problem is I used to like it and it used to be fun. Like there were certain major world events where it was like if you weren't on Twitter during those, you felt like you were
yeah,
missing out on something.
yeah,
And now it's just like goop.
yeah.
Now it's just
It's
internet goop. Like what
now
is
it's
it? I
just
don't know what more there is to
yeah.
say.
Now it's poob. You can watch
Yeah.
on Pooby.
It's poob. You can get it on poob. Poob has it for you. Yeah.
All right. Now we sidetracked again for the second time in this show. Remember
It's
last
fine.
week we did the same thing though. We talked about the Amazing Race for 10 minutes instead.
Yeah, and we will come back to that during the Amazing Race episode. You've not heard the last of that from
Yeah,
us.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, back to real and Dowd. This is like the second season in a row where like Deborah has an interaction with like a like in the season 4 she had that conversation um with Carol Burnett, which is awesome. Like one
Mm-hmm.
of my favorite scenes in that in the entire season was that show, or when Carol showed up. And then we kind of get that again here with Ann Dowd in her blue like alien makeup, which I understand it to be. I was listening to the Hacks podcast and they said she was like doing some sort of like Star Trek thing, trying to be a Star Trek thing. So yeah. Anyway, and then so her and Deb have the conversation about how to engage with her fans, and tells Deborah, just tell them what you want from you, and they will help you. And then she goes back and like, hey, I need your help. And then they start the Deb for MSG push, and that scene, that
Mm-hmm.
entire scene was funny as well.
There was a bit, and I don't remember the exact wording because I didn't prepare for this at all or look it up because why would I? But um, there was a bit in their interaction where she's like said something to the effect of the fans really only want two things from you is to like know that like you know who they are or that you want something from them and to have a t-shirt that only some people can have.
Yeah, that's it. That was it. Yeah, yeah.
Fair, man. We too would like some exclusive merch. So if anybody has a lead on the hacks merch from the season 5 premiere,
Yeah. Yeah.
you let us know because we need those. We need the DV T-shirts stat.
Yes.
I'm
Please.
still mourning that they never put up those Queens of Comedy ones from the Palm Springs pop-up last year with Trixie.
Yeah. HBO, you could have more money. I guess they don't want it. Also, side note to the side note, QVC is filing for bankruptcy. So I sent that to you this week, and I said, "Oh, how are we going to get our Deborah Vance merchandise now?"
Yeah, those people are never getting refunds on the things they bought.
Mm-hmm. Did you or your parents buy anything from QVC back in the day?
I don't think so. I'd have to ask my mom to be sure, but I know I always wanted, and this was not from QVC, but I know that I always wanted one of those Betty Crocker ice cream cake baking pans that you could make like 2 in 1. I don't think they ever worked because
I don't know.
The concept of putting cold ice cream into a cake pan and then trying to bake the whole thing in the oven into a cake just seems like the ice cream would come out liquid. But
the ice cream would melt?
But I really wanted one.
Question mark?
Yeah, like it would, like you were supposed to pour like the raw cake batter around the ice cream and put the ice cream in the center of this. It was kind of like a bundt cake pan where like there's an outside and then an inside. You're supposed to put the ice cream on the inside.
I gotta look this up. What do I Google to find this?
It's the Betty Crocker bacon fill pan. I think. Yes, that. Okay. So it's kind of shaped like a UFO where like there's a dome part that you were supposed to put the ice cream in, and then around it you were supposed to be able to put the cake. But I think the draw of it simultaneously was that you were supposed to be able to put the ice cream in it and then the raw cake batter around that and then bake the whole thing together, and it would make like an ice cream cake.
This here isn't meant for ice cream. This is just meant for like regular like a filling.
It's literally the Betty Crocker bacon fill pan. I don't know how to explain it to you.
Yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Here, I found it on eBay for $30.
Oh, we should try it.
Oh my god.
We should try it. It looks atrocious. Like it just looks like a mountain. Like I don't really know how you were supposed to frost
you would crush it because I feel like if I'm not good at much, but I feel like I'm a pretty decently okay at baking.
No, but my fear is that in doing it that way, I don't know if there's a way to prevent the ice cream in the center from melting. It just feels like the concept wouldn't work.
That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to look at this and see. I said Betty Crocker bacon fill ice cream.
Right.
And ice cream in the middle. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Stay tuned. We're going to get one.
Reddit Baking. I thrifted a Betty Crocker bacon fill pan set and gave it a try. Chocolate cake with black raspberry cookies and ice cream in the middle.
Oh, I'm seeing this Reddit thread that you made. That looks scary, but the cross section looks good.
Okay, but how does it work?
For those who need to dive deeper into nostalgia,
here's the infomercial. Okay, here we go. We're gonna watch the infomercial. Okay, we're gonna get back to hacks. I promise. Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hang on. Share screen. Yes. Okay. I've never seen this. I don't know what this is. I don't want
to tell you about the funniest part of this commercial then if you haven't seen it, because you'll know exactly what it is when it happens.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I have seen it. I probably have, like many years ago.
This is violently going to bring back nostalgia.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here's some inside information from Betty Crocker. It's the most exciting thing you can do with the inside of a cake. Introducing the Betty Crocker Bacon Fill, a delightful new pan that lets you prepare a cake with all kinds of delicious fillings. Imagine the look on your child's face when you cut into the cake and there's his favorite flavor of ice cream or her favorite gelatin. And who wouldn't enjoy a cake filled with delicious fresh fruit? The secret is these 3 separate sections. Just pour your favorite Betty Crocker cake cake
just
mix
know
into the
there's the
main
part
bacon fill
coming.
pan and lock on this special inner chamber. Now pour more cake mix into this base pan and put them both into bake. When they're done, remove the insert, add your filling to the center cavity,
Like, look
and
how easy
cover it
that
with the
looks,
base.
but I just
In
feel like
no
the
time,
ice
you'll
cream
have
would
the
melt.
greatest cake you ever made.
Making an exciting cake with my Betty Crocker bacon fill is so easy, and everything's non-stick, so there's no messy cleanup.
These are the kind of desserts you'll find in the finest restaurants. Ice cream cakes, Italian-filled torts, even baked Alaska. Or you can simply fill your cake with a different Betty Crocker cake mix. Just fill the inner chamber instead of the base. Now make all your cakes extra
Cuts to the
special.
cake
Make
on
them
fire
Betty
kills me
Crocker
every
bacon
time.
fill cakes. You'll get the bacon fill pan, the inner chamber, and the base pan, complete with instructions and Betty Crocker recipes.
God, it
All
comes
for
with
only
instructions.
$19.95. Guaranteed to delight you or your money back. Call now and we'll also include this special dome pan
think
that
this
lets you make
phone
holiday
number
cakes
still
like
works?
this. Or give your young
No.
baseball hero a celebration he'll never forget. It's yours free. Just pay shipping and handling. Plus, we'll give you over $5 worth of coupons.
shit.
Good for your favorite
come
General Mills
on.
products. So don't delay.
go.
Order your Betty Crocker bacon fill now.
To order your Betty Crocker bacon fill
Dude,
for
I miss infomercials like that where it's like this stupid ass ship $19.95 plus shipping and handling. We don't get that anymore because everything's on the damn internet.
And if you order now, we'll also throw in a set of steak knives. Yeah. No, it's literally, yeah. The cut to the cake on fire takes me out every time.
Baked
The baked
Alaska.
Alaska. And even baked Alaska. And you're
See-
like, oh my God. But
See, I
that's
think-
the type of thing that used to come on at 1 a.m. when you were like
Yes.
pretending to be asleep
Yes.
at your friend's house. Yeah.
Yes.
And I wanted one.
But okay, but see, here's the thing. You made it out to sound different. You bake the cake separately, and the hole is in the middle, and then you add the
Right.
ice cream at the end, and then you
I
put
was
it back
remembering
in the
that part
freezer.
incorrectly.
Yeah, you made it sound like it was a disaster
I do
waiting
feel
to
like
happen.
it would just melt the ice cream when you put it in there with the warm cake.
No, you have to wait. It's like an overnight thing. If you want ice cream cake, you don't eat it right away.
Dog, I'm not patient enough for that.
Yeah, you gotta put the ice cream in there and then put it in the freezer for a little bit, and then after that, then you
Wouldn't
put
that
it
make
and
the
then
cake gross? Because it would get like soggy from being exposed to the moisture in the freezer.
no, you put it. You can wrap it, do whatever, and then you put it in the freezer, and then you take it
So
out
what
of
I'm
the
hearing
freezer.
is we need to try it.
I don't like ice cream cake though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't really like ice cream either.
I
but I'm
like
sure we could
ice
pawn it
cream.
off on someone.
I like ice cream, and I like cake, but I don't like them together. But only the closest thing you get to that is a nice pizookie, which is delicious.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But I feel like those things are more separate in a pizookie. Like you get the
Yes.
the ice cream on top, and you can
Yeah.
choose to avoid it or to incorporate it as much as you want.
Yeah.
With an ice cream cake, you're not getting away from that. You could get one slice that's 90% ice cream ball, and I don't know what you do with that.
I love this stupid show. We're 40 minutes in.
We haven't
and
talked
we have
about
yet-
anything.
We've done 3 bullet points and just sidetracked the entire show. It's great.
These are our best episodes. We gotta just roll with the punches here. The
I
people
agree.
love
I
the
agree.
chaos episodes.
All right, where the hell were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about the Dev for MSG. That's what we were talking about. And somehow
correct. Yep.
somehow got to Betty Crocker.
It doesn't matter.
Unreal.
It doesn't matter how we got there. It's about the journey.
Okay. Also, the fan convention for Deborah is also on Ava's birthday, and and Ava's like, "Oh, it's fine. It's blah blah blah. We can whatever." And she kind of doesn't want to do anything. And then we get a surprise Ava birthday party, which was very sweet.
Yeah, I feel like much of that was drawn from a real life Hannah Einbinder's mind.
Yes.
It was wonderful. Especially given that I think one of the only other birthday parties we've seen on the show, like we saw DJ's birthday party, I think in maybe season 1, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep. Oh, season 1, yeah.
But we saw the one last season where Ava tried to celebrate everyone in the writers' room's birthday all at
Yes.
once, and
Yeah.
Deborah individually popped all of the balloons in the bouquet. Birthdays are typically not excellently received per the Hacks community, but this one was very funny, and I feel like it's been a touch funnier because they've surely were using actual real life childhood images of
Yes.
Hannah Einbinder.
Yeah, they said
blown
that.
up
They
massive size.
they confirmed that in the Pax podcast that yes, those were actual
so
pictures.
funny. I love that they've been doing that more. That they've been putting like one of your favorite running gags from last season was that when Deborah was trying to find Ava, she was using this photo of her with a banana that might have just been sent to Jean by Hannah.
Yeah.
That I think it's funnier when they pull a real life gag like that and just break character immersion just enough for 1 second just to give you a little laugh.
Yes, and then so not only did we get the real pictures of Hannah when she was younger, we also got straight from Hannah herself again, because they mentioned this on the podcast, which is back in season 1, we get a view of Ava's bedroom, and they all asked, Hannah was like, hey, what would you have? What would Ava have in her, what poster would she have in her bedroom? And she was like, oh, it'd be Jesse McCartney. Cut here to season 5, and Jesse McCartney shows up on the show for real. And they were like, and JPL on the podcast were like, yeah, like that was like Hannah's like real life reaction in a way to having, which I thought
And he
was
posted
great.
and genuinely just seemed excited to be there.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a very typical reaction for the people that get to be a part of Hacks. They love to be a part of Hacks. Like
yes,
Jake Shane last season, and then we had Jesse McCartney. We've had all these guest stars. We have Katya is supposed to be on Hacks.
yeah.
Katya loves Hacks. That's like,
Yes.
oh my god, but it's so cool that people who like the show get to be a part of the show, and that's at its core, I think the best thing about it is that you can tell that everybody involved with it just loves it.
And then we get, after that party ends, like, hey, we still have 30 minutes. What do you want to do? And so we get Deborah smoking a joint, which was great. I wish we would have gotten Hi Deborah would have been great, but we didn't get too much of it. And then we get a great conversation between Deborah and Ava. I always enjoy these little one-on-one conversations with them. I think it's honestly the best part of the show. Anytime it's just Hannah and Jean interacting together and playing a scene as Ava and Deborah are always so good. And this particular scene was even better. And it's Deborah and Ava talking about how back in season 4, and it's like, hey, how sad is it that I'm your only friend from the end of season 4 in Singapore? And then that comes around again, and Deborah's talking about her fans and how her fans were kind of her best friends, and that was her like kind of crutch in a way to have them. And then she was like, and then I met you, and I didn't need them anymore. I was like, oh man.
We've come
Hacks
such a long
Riders.
way from the fact
Yeah.
that they hated they led us to believe that they hated each other for like
Yeah.
the first half of season 4.
Yeah.
That was so painful because the rest of the interactions with them have been so genuine, and I feel like you needed that swing to get us to where we are now. Where in episode 1, they're sitting in Deborah's kitchen, and she's like, Ava, I need you to not be a yes man for me right now. I need you to tell me personally.
Yes.
Por qué no? So good.
Yeah, and then we get Ava's reaction. I am your number one fan. Also a very heartwarming moment. And this all happens
touching.
right as they are getting the call from MSG that Deborah has her date set to play MSG, and it just happens to be September 11th because it was the only date open on the calendar.
Look, if there's anybody that's not going to shy away from a tough date, it's going to be Deborah.
Yeah. Couple other nuggets from this episode. I love the line. Robbie Hoffman's been so good this season. Just truly incredible stuff. Another great line, underrated line in this episode, I think, where it's like, I haven't gotten to TV yet. I'm still on watching all the movies.
Yeah. Like, I'm still working through all the movies. There's something about I love it. I love it.
And then we get Jimmy fanboying out for actress from Xena, which was really funny. And Paul W. Downs mentioned on the podcast that like he legit was a fan of the original TV show, and that's how that kind of came about. Like, I love how much real life is like kind of mirroring, like merging into the show with some of these characters. It's just incredible.
Yep. Yeah, I think this episode, especially compared to the first one, because I think I said it last week, that just last week felt a little bit rushed tempo-wise, and like, did this one feel a little rushed as well, given what they're trying to set up this season? Sure, but I think the pacing of it felt much more hacks than the first episode. It felt like that was the rhythm that we're familiar with.
Yeah. Correct. I agree with that.
We're set. We're rolling.
So there you go. There's Hacks episode 2. Episode 3.
Did you talk about the Nick's quote?
Oh no, I didn't.
I need to let you do that because that was a great one.
Yeah, I even texted you about it because it made me laugh out loud. And it was this quote from one of the little Debbies, and they said, "The Knicks can play MSG, but Deborah Vance can't."
Period. Speak your truth, King.
Incredible. They on the if you listen to the podcast, they played about probably, I don't know, a half dozen or more cut bits from some of the little Debbies, which are pretty funny too.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah.
So there you go. There's Hacks. We're getting closer to the end of the season. We're like a month away from the end of the show, which is insane.
Enough. No, put that away. Put that back where it came from, or so help me. Okay, we've hit Hacks. Let's do the other thing that we love on this show, which is talk about tracks of the week. What do you have?
I got, okay, so I texted you about it today. Noah Khan did his Tiny Desk concert today, or dropped on Tuesday when we're recording this, and he dropped a couple of two new songs that we haven't heard yet from the new record, Great Divide, which is, by the time you hear this, is out. So go check out.
Yeah, that does come out.
Yeah, go check out the Noah Khan Tiny Desk concert. I almost asked you about it too, but at one point he goes, "I'm leaving a bunch of Lexapro for you guys." Or me.
I saw him this week play a concert, and he was saying something to the effect, he's like, "Hi, I'm Noah Khan, and I'm dressed like a mattress topper tonight." And he was just in this like white, like sort of paisley print, like I think it was maybe denim, but it was like a matching like white and blue, like jacket and pants, and then it had this like blue paisley print to it. And I guess he did kind of look like a mattress topper, but I'm not gonna tell him that to his face. He's not listening, probably.
So yeah, I'm gonna go pick up that vinyl. I have some credit at Zia that I'm gonna use, so I'm gonna go pick up that vinyl on Friday. By the time you're hearing this, so I'm gonna go pick that up on Friday. I tried to search and see if they had Worst Girl in America, the Worst Girl in America vinyl. They do not. They do not have it in stock. I think they're trying to get some.
Yeah. Well, if you don't get the Noah Khan record, don't worry, because there will be 17 other deluxe versions down the line.
Yeah.
Like he did with Stick Season.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced that like Stick Season will ever be over. In another 6 months, we're going to get another 4 LP. That's like, surprise, I have all new features. Wait. I love him to death, but that is an expensive record.
Yes, it is.
Anything else other than Noah Khan on your playlist?
No, that's what I had.
Okay.
I've just been listening. I've just been listening to Slater nonstop for the last week. So
fair. I think we may have made a miscalculation last week in which we did not include the new Muna single, or maybe it wasn't out yet.
Oh no,
in our
I think
tracks of the week.
I think we talked about it, but it wasn't released yet, so that's why.
Okay, well, we need to talk about it. It's called "Wanna Be Her." It's all one word, and it's gonna be the song of the summer, I tell you. And we're gonna see it at Lollapalooza manifesting.
Yes.
And it's gonna be great.
Yeah. We're gonna learn the correct clap choreography.
Yeah, there was a little like jump choreography that was happening I think, on their TikTok.
Yeah.
It was Joe and Naomi.
Yeah.
Very much serving like the Matrix vibes, but anyway.
It was giving Men in Black
Yeah.
to me.
Oh, it was a little Men in Black, I suppose. Yeah. It was giving those two boys from Heated Rivalry that I can't think of their names. Who cares? And then because the whole internet is obsessed with Justin Bieber right now, I thought maybe we should pull an old Justin Bieber song for the tracks of the week. And one that I don't think gets enough attention off of his record Believe, which is wonderful, and I still listen to that one, is not Beauty and a Beat, which is going viral. But I was going to pull out Thought of You or Maria from that album. Those are great choices. Deep cuts.
Deep cuts. Now you were
Justin
making
Bieber
fun of me
deep
for
cut.
saying a Tate I was listening to a Tate McRae song came on my playlist this week. I was like, oh, I was proud of myself. I was like, look, I'm listening to a Tate deep cut today, and then
You
you
said it
immediately
was a
called
deep
me
cut.
out. And you
Tell the
And then
people
you
what
rem-
song it was.
oh hell, I gotta look it up because
Do you want me to tell them? Because I know.
you can't. Yeah, you'll remember the name of the song. I would need to look it up.
It was She's All I Want to Be. That's not a deep cut. That's like one of a handful of songs that went viral from that record.
I call
So
it a deep
I
cut
just
because of
tried to give you a couple more suggestions of things that were properly deep cuts from that album. I used to think I could fly. Justice for that album because it's great and people don't talk about it enough.
that's why I was saying it was a deep cut because it was pre like Think Later because I think of like Think Later as the album that like
But she played it on the Miss Possessive tour. I don't think
yeah.
that's a deep cut. Although it did get cut from the set list for Tit for Tat later. Bummer.
I can't
Tate,
believe you
please put
called
that
me
back
out.
if you're listening.
I thought you would have been proud of me for listening to pre Think Later Tate, and you were just immediately just shot me down and said, "Not
I'm pretty
real.
sure
Get
I
out of
didn't shoot
here."
you down. Hold on. Let me pull the receipts. Pretty sure I tried to just gently shoot you down. Okay, you texted me in all caps and you said deep cut, and it was a screenshot of that song. And I said deep ? And then I said I will not sass you because that song absolutely bangs. But if you want deep, you need to pull. I gave you 4 songs off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I've always said. That feels like gentle sass.
Yeah, it's not sassing if you tell me I will not sass you.
Right. That's what it was. I'm always proud of you for doing your research. Ladies and gentlemen, we are slightly cooking the hash brown.
Yes, correct.
We're slightly cooking the hash brown. We might make it there by summer. We might make a tater tot out of you after all, buddy.
I'm gonna have to binge. Once we get closer, I'm gonna start binging. I mean, considering we have on our Be Gone playlist, we have Tit for Tat 25 times in a row. I'm gonna be
Yeah. Only interrupted by 1 2-hands dance break. Yeah. I'm not complaining. This was viewer request when the playlist was constructed.
yeah.
Speaking of viewer request, we're now taking viewer requests for what songs we should do karaoke to on our live stream, charity stream spectacular. We need to come up with a better name for that, but we'll workshop it. We have 2 weeks to do it. We are planning for the weekend of April 30th, May 1st, May 2nd, if I'm looking at my calendar correctly. So not this weekend, but next weekend. No, sorry, April. Oh my God, May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
The 30th is a Thursday. We're not doing that. I have to work on Friday. But we're looking at those dates. We're deciding what we're going to do, and we're kind of finalizing the stream schedule. But we found this week that apparently Fortnite has karaoke now, which further leads to my theory that I have no idea what Fortnite is about in the year 2026. Because I thought it was like just Battle Royale, and now I'm being made aware that there are Michael Jackson horror games and also karaoke in Fortnite and everything in between. And I don't know what the hell that is, but we're gonna find a way to do it, or we're just gonna karaoke during a regular game. So send us suggestions for things that you want to hear, or games that you want us to play also, because otherwise we'll just do whatever we want and you'll be along for the ride. And why is one of them Beautiful Soul by Jesse McCartney? Okay, you have in here, since we're still, I guess, temporarily on music, you have a bit in here about Record Store Day resellers. Would you like to soapbox about that briefly?
Yes. So Record Store Day was this weekend. Shout out Record Store Day. Go support your local record store and physical media in general. Do that. Big supporters. I still have my Rat Boys vinyl sitting here next to me.
Period.
But anyway, yeah, so do that. Go support your local record store. Like I said, I'm going to go do that on Friday to buy the Noah Khan record. But yeah, so Record Store Day was this weekend. I did not participate this year because there was no releases for me that was like, I need to go out and try and get. So I was like, okay. But there are still releases every year that people will show up and immediately try to resell online. And it ticks me off, man. It's like, let the real fans get these things first. Like I texted you I texted you yesterday because I was curious. I was like, I'm gonna look and see how much these resellers are trying to sell the Tate McRae 7-inch for. Now I'm assuming this thing was like $20, maybe less than that. 15 to $20 usually what 7 inches go for. Mm-hmm. And you look on the internet and some of them are already going for like $100 on eBay. It's like,
and I just don't think that they're gonna sell them. Is the thing, is the market is oversaturated with people like that and stuff like that where they're not going to sell them. I saw, and I forget, off the top of my head, I forget which record it was, but I think somebody said that they went to their local record store day and there was a girl there that had waited all night for one specific vinyl, and the store maybe only had like one copy of it or two copies.
Yeah.
And someone who was intending to resell them went in, like got in ahead of them and bought them and came back out, and this girl was visibly upset because she camped in line all night for it. And the reseller was like told her that he would sell her, I'm assuming it was he, but told her that they would sell her the record and was trying to sell it at a resale price to this poor girl at the door. And I'm like, oh my God, we've reached a new low on behavior at this point in time. Like, not everything needs to be resold. And I don't understand how your profit margins are large enough to justify like trying to get $40 to $60 out of people.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Don't be a bad person. Don't resell things. Get what you intend to collect and use.
Yes.
Save the rest for fans of that artist.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right,
anyway, so that was my short little rant about that.
Yeah. And we have one more thing, good news we'd like to announce. As we found out today, friends of the podcast, Good Boy Daisy, are doing their first headline tour. So go check them out. They have tour dates on their website. Go see them at a small venue, because it might be your last chance before they blow up and take over the world, as we've been saying for some time now. And we are so excited to see them do that and take on this next big adventure, and get the recognition they deserve, because dang it, this new EP is brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
so
it is.
Go support them if they're doing a show near you, or if they're doing a show in a close radius to you. I'm sending all my soldiers to the Arizona show because I can't be there, but I'm texting like everybody I know. I'm like, look, I'll send you $20 if you show up to I'll pay for your ticket if you show up to this show. Like, just go. And if you're listening to this and you're in a place where they're playing, just go. I promise you'll like it.
Yeah. Yep. I looked today. Tickets are not on sale yet. So by the time people hear this, they will be on sale. They're playing Valley Bar here in Phoenix, which is like a, 250 cap room that they're playing. So
Mm-hmm.
who knows? Maybe by the time everybody hears this, it'll be sold out, which would be sick.
Hope so.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's on a Saturday night, so I can actually go again, which is great. So yeah, super excited for that. Go check them out. Bit of a bummer that of course the dates that you would be able to go to, you're going to be out of town for, which
Mm-hmm.
stinks. But
Yeah. I was investigating the closest drive, and it's like 9 hours. So I don't know if that's gonna happen for me, fortuitously. I was thinking about jumping on the last leg of their tour that they're doing right now, opening for the Moss. They're coming to Columbus next week on the 30th. But the trouble is that the doors for that show are 6:30. And I know that I have to work until at least 3 that afternoon. And even if I were to leave directly at 3 and drive straight through and take no stops, I would get there like right when doors open. And it doesn't feel logistically possible to do that.
right,
And
that'd
it's
be
like a
tough.
Thursday night. So then I'd have to drive directly back and then go to work
Yeah,
the next day. And I'm like,
That's crazy.
but I thought about it. I really did think about it. That's how ride or die we are for this. So
Yeah. Yeah,
if you
and
care
we
about us and this cause at all, go.
and Jordan cooked
Take our
up
word
a
for it.
scheme earlier today, which I believe was quickly then shot down by your own self.
Yeah. I was mostly joking, but there was a percentage of me that was not joking, in which when I fly home from the trip that will make me unable to attend any of those concerts near me when we go to San Diego Comic-Con, I was like, so we fly back into Minneapolis that day and we go to the show in Minneapolis and we get a rental car and we drive 9 hours to Indianapolis. We're not doing that. We could, but that would be absolutely insane.
It'd be stupid.
And that would further, like, you and I are already about to set a new record for the most time that we've spent with each other in recorded human history. And that would just continue to add more to it.
Yeah.
And we're fine in a car for 4.5 hours. We've done it before. But at the end of that 4.5 hours, I know you and I both kind of want to just get out of the car and like go walk around. So we would be doubling that effectively. That just feels like a bad idea.
No.
But we thought about it.
Yes.
And that's why it's important to us, because we thought about it. Okay,
Yes.
Anyway, you have one more thing on the dock. I'm going to let you Letterboxd, because I didn't really watch anything this week. I just rewatched Kill Bill just to make sure it went in my Letterboxd review, because that's a 5-star movie, but I just hadn't
Yes.
logged it. So
Okay. Have you ever seen? I doubt it because I hadn't seen it until last night. Speed Racer.
can't say I have.
Okay, so Speed Racer came out in 2008. It is directed by the Wachowskis. And at the time, it was critically panned and it made no money at the box office because it came out around the same time Iron Man did and The Dark Knight did. Came around that same time, right? And so it just kind of got lost to history. But over the last, I don't know, few years, it's like seemingly kind of come back around in the popular culture to where there was like a hardcore fan base that was championing for this movie. And so much so that they remastered it in 4K, so it's coming to 4K Blu-ray later this year, and then they re-released it in IMAX this week. And so I had never seen it, and I decided to go see it in IMAX for the first time, which is quite the way to see a movie. And I was like blown away by it. It's one of those movies that is just visually you will never see anything like it, and it is so unique, and I think that's why people are starting to appreciate it more, is because it is not the derivative CG crap that we see today, kind of, in a way. Like, it's not, it is like, it is pre-Marvelification of everything, pre-cinematic universe of everything. And even though it was a lot of it is digital and a lot of it was green screen, it just looks so visually unique and colorful and fascinating in its editing and its pacing that it's just a cool freaking movie, man. And I put it in my Letterboxd review. I'm going to say it again. When Blade Runner was first released, it was critically panned and people didn't really like it and people didn't really get it, and didn't make a lot of money. But 30 years on, 40 years on now, it has become a classic, and people who watch Blade Runner now are like, this is incredible. And I truly think Speed Racer is kind of the Blade Runner of the 21st century, where more and more people who are starting to watch it for the first time, like myself, are seeing this movie and experiencing this movie and going, how did we miss on this movie from then? And unfortunately, I believe it's a very, very short release. I think they only were putting it out for a day or two. They might extend it, because I will tell you what, my screening in IMAX last night was packed. Completely full. Not a single seat to be had anywhere.
Wow.
For a movie that came out 18 years ago. And I will tell you, the cool thing about seeing movies like that, it's like, everybody locked in. Nobody was on their phones. And everybody was into the movie. Like, people were cheering at parts. People were laughing at parts. And it's like, hell yeah. So I give it 4.5 stars. I thought it was like truly a remarkable film from the Wachowskis. And I'm glad people are, like myself, are starting to figure it out that this movie should be more appreciated. So if you get a chance, check it out. Even at home, I think. Even if you're watching it at home, I still think it will play pretty well, because it is so visually unique that you'll get sucked in. Even if I think the story is, okay, the story is fine. And it still gets you interested into the characters and whatnot, but it is really truly a visual feast for the eyes. So go check it out.
All right. 4.5s are hard to come by for you, so I'll take that as a good review.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else to add for the people here on our 109th or maybe 110th episode?
I don't think so.
Cool.
I don't know. Other than I'm wearing my Diamondbacks hat today because I'm shocked at how well they're doing right now. But
yeah, the NL West is doing okay right now. We're doing okay. We're not like back per se. We're not so back, but we're also not. It's so over.
Yeah,
I'm okay being in there for a while.
Yeah, we're there.
Okay,
we're just there.
We're vibing. My dad texts me a picture every time Paul Sewald comes on to pitch, and he's watching the game now, and I hate that I've started that. But Dad, if you're hearing this, because I know you will, I think it's funny every time you do it, so don't not send me a photo just because I say that I don't like Paul Sewald. Anyway, follow us on social media at OHOBCPod, even on the doomscape that we call Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and then over on our Twitch page, we have our 100th episode charity stream spectacular. I like that. I don't know where that name came from, but we're sticking with it. We have that coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend, unless something crazy happens. But we will keep you updated and follow along for that. We're going to be playing some crazy games all through the night. And if you want to see us do karaoke and get jump scared in Fortnite, because apparently that's a thing you can do, keep it posted. And as always, we appreciate you for listening, and we will see you next time.